Generalized anxiety disorder is when a person worries more often than they don't worry. They can worry about anything, finances, family, life, work, but the problem is that they are worrying more than they are not worrying, so it affects their daily quality of life. Anxiety disorder generally impacts more women than men. It's almost a 2-to-1, not quite, and middle age, so anyone from 18 to 55 is the most common age. It's not that we don't see it in the other population, but we do certainly see it in that middle age range. So the more things that are happening in your life, the more chances that you have anxiety disorder. And that's most likely why that middle age group has more problems, is because they are taking care of lots more things than when you're young. Commonly, the tools that a practitioner will use to diagnose anxiety disorder is just a list of questions. So they ask, do you worry? How many days do you worry? Different things like that. Do you have any headaches? Other things. And so by answering those questions and putting a number on how significant it is, then we can determine your anxiety and how bad it is. Anxiety disorder can be a chronic disorder where people just suffer from it lifelong. And then there are certain people that will just suffer from it situationally. So it can be either. It depends on the person and sometimes genetics. Anxiety can cause a lot of different symptoms. So pain is one of the most common symptoms that we see in anxiety because of the muscle tension. You can have your neck pain or back pain, and you think, oh, maybe I hurt myself because I can't get rid of this pain. Maybe I'm sleeping wrong. As well as headaches. Chronic headaches are a huge symptom of anxiety that it can be an issue as well. Since COVID-19, there's been a dramatic increase in anxiety in the population. Maybe you've been able to maintain because you've got everything under control, and then you have this outside event that you really have no control over. So that can just put kind of people over the top in terms of their anxiety. Anxiety and depression can have a lot of similar symptoms, and it's extremely common to have both. A lot of times when it starts to go into depression, it means that you maybe are sleeping all the time, that you're not enjoying things that typically that would normally you'd look forward to and be excited about. A hard time concentration. Now that can be a little tricky because that can be a common symptom of both. But generally, more sleeping and less activity is a sign of depression. Anxiety can be treated by different things. So medication, certainly there are several options for medication to help with anxiety, but also psychotherapy. And we know that a specific type of psychotherapy, cognitive behavior therapy, is most helpful in treating, and then the combination of medication and psychotherapy work really well together. Interestingly enough, physical activity is very good for treating anxiety. Aerobic cardiovascular exercise for at least 20 minutes is most helpful for treating anxiety disorder. And then also yoga, because it's more kind of that relaxation meditative state. So it's either get that heart rate really high and get those chemicals up in your body to help with your anxiety, or take the other approach, and a more relaxing type of exercise can be helpful as well.